Broadcasting from Slough. Streaming around the world.
This is Mark Denholm on Atom Radio.
Atom Radio. Oh, yeah. Playing the music you want to hear.
The podcast.
AtomRadio.co.uk.
Hello, welcome to Drivetime Podcast, episode 83. The best bits of this week's show are on the way for you. Firstly, I want to check in, make sure that you are safe and make sure that you are healthy. One thing before we get started, I know this is boring. Various parts of the world are in lockdown. Certainly in the UK we are, and it is Easter weekend as this drops. And the weather's all right as well. Please, please, please stick to the rules. I know it's so boring, but it may very well save your life or the life of someone that you love and care for. So please stick to the rules. On the way in the podcast this week, from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, we look at the origins of a naughty word, favoritism shown on Twitter, impending haircut disasters, coronavirus songs, and biscuits. Yeah, biscuits. All that on the way. Settle back, enjoy yourself, get a cuppa, get a pint, get whatever you want. Just enjoy the podcast.
AtomRadio.co.uk.
Monday's drive time, 4:20. This is Mark with you from Slough in the United Kingdom, and we are online around the world playing the music you want to hear and hanging out. The F word. Don't use it, children. Very, very naughty word. Don't use it. But how long has it been around? Longer than you may think. It traces back to 1568 when it was first used in a Scottish manuscript penned by a bored student who was in lockdown due to the plague. So there you go. Maybe in 500 years from now, somebody will find a brand new swear word that's been invented today.
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio. Atom Radio.
Now, a family in the UK have alleviated the boredom of lockdown by doing something. Fern Taylor from Wellington in Somerset came up with this idea, and they've gone and done it. All right, they have coloured every brick on the front of their terraced house in rainbow colours to lift spirits in the lockdown. The whole family has got involved. Obviously, the kids have done the lower down bricks. The dad has got a ladder out and he's up doing the higher down bricks. And this is all done to kind of like try and A, alleviate their own boredom, and B, lift the mood of anyone that can see their house when they look outside their own window as well. Whatever you're doing, by the way, if you do live in Wellington in Somerset, do not make an unnecessary journey to go and look at it. But certainly Google it. And it does look good. I like it.
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio.
Johnny Hates Jazz and Shattered Dreams. I'm just wondering if that's related to the fact now that in the UK we've been locked down for 2 weeks. Makeup supplies must be running dry by now. You know, is that the Shattered Dreams? As people are meeting their actual girlfriends for the first time ever, perhaps, as they've hidden away behind a ton of makeup. I do know someone who I have to say does hide away behind a ton of makeup. I think it's so unnecessary. Not only that, when they're hidden away behind a ton of makeup and a Snapchat filter, you think, what low opinion do you have of yourself that you need to go to those lengths? Oh dear.
Mark Denholm.
AtomRadio.co.uk.
Online at atomradio.co.uk, on TuneIn, on iTunes Radio and on your smart speaker. And it's 28 to 4. This is Mark with you. Cheers for sticking us on today. The Queen on Sunday delivered a message in the UK. And this message was designed to rally the nation over fears of coronavirus, right? Her message was then uploaded as a video on Twitter. Not a problem with that so far. Twitter, however, has a video limit of 2 minutes and 20 seconds. The Queen's video is over 4 minutes long. How did she get round that? I mean, just how? I know she's the Queen and all that, but how did she get round the video limit on Twitter? Like, you know, this is ridiculous. We're all in this together, unless you're the Queen.
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio. Atom Radio.
You know what's going to happen, don't you, with this hair cutting thing, right? People are going to cut their hair and they're going to follow these instructions that has been given. There are quite long instructions here, seriously. It's all in the prep work, so make sure you prep. Use your comb to cut your fringe. Cut your hair into a large mirror. Go easy on short hair. Avoid cutting long hair in a straight line. Steer clear of your back layers. Don't touch those. And then it goes on to detail the equipment of that you'll need. You know what's going to happen though, don't you? People are going to cut their hair. They're going to say, I followed these instructions to the letter and now I look like a complete muppet. And they're going to sue, aren't they? It's going to happen.
Mark Denham on Atom Radio.
5:15, Tuesday, the 7th of April. And this is Mark here on the big drive home until 7. Cheers so much for sticking us on today. Tell your friends as well. Get them to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and get them to listen via the website, via atomradio.co.uk, obviously. Tune in iTunes Radio or the smart speaker. I watched a video on YouTube last night after I finished. I watched a video. And in this video, it was a guy, a style guru, who is recommending how to dress while working from home. And this guy had on a shirt, a tie, a waistcoat, a suit jacket, his boxer shorts and his socks. Why? Why not just put a t-shirt and a pair of jeans on? You'd be much, much more comfortable and you wouldn't look like a complete idiot, would you, if anyone does actually happen to see the bottom half?
Mark Denham.
It's Wednesday afternoon. It is Mark with you until 7 o'clock tonight on Drive Time, and I want to talk about coronavirus appropriate songs. All right, we've done some of these before, like Alanis Morissette, Hands Clean, and all that sort of stuff. But I want to talk, now that we are being told stay at home, do not leave the house, what other songs can you think of? I'm thinking of, off the top of my head, E17, Stay at Home Another Day. See? There's one. What can you think of?
Mark Denham on Atom Radio. Atom Radio.
Talking about songs that are appropriate for coronavirus. Now, off the top of my head, I thought of E17, When You Stay at Home Another Day. See, that's appropriate. You could have Sophie Ellis-Bextor rather than Take Me Home. She could just do Stay at Home. But the one that's a problem is Gloria Gaynor, I Will Survive. Go on now, go. Walk out the door. Oh, no.
Mark Denham on Atom Radio.
Songs that are appropriate for coronavirus. Thank you, Nick, who said, what about the Bee Gees and Staying Alive? Do you know what? I wanted to avoid that one, Nick. I wanted to avoid that one. But thank you anyway. Sam Smith, Stay With Me. Could be Sam Smith, Stay Away From Me. And I was thinking as well, Dire Straits, So Far Away From Me. You see, that's good. Should be at least 2 meters away. So keep them coming on air at atomradio.co.uk. Your coronavirus appropriate songs. This is Francis Nero and Footsteps. Suitable for exercise, I suppose.
Mark Denham on Atom Radio. Atom Radio.
Atom Radio, playing the music you want to hear. Coronavirus songs. Tasha says, what about Don't Come With Me? Yeah, that's good. I like that. That's good. But then I've come up with another one myself. You see, this is the thing, having too much time on your hands. I've come up with another one myself. If your friends ask you to visit, you should say, I'm not coming out. I want the world to know I'm going to stay at home.
Mark Denham on Atom Radio.
You know, I said about lockdown and that, social distancing and lockdown, meaning that the birth rate for December, January time would drop because of the lack of connecting and hooking up for one-night stands, all right? It's not going to work like that in Hong Kong Zoo, where 2 giant pandas have finally decided to mate after a decade of trying. The young pair, Ying Ying and Li Li. Why are pandas always called that? I don't know. Have you noticed pandas are always just the same name repeated? I mean, if I'd have been a panda, I'd have been Mark. Oh. Anyway, Ying Ying and Li Li were successful on Monday. After years of trial and learning, it's their first success since they attempted in 2010, and apparently it could result in pregnancy. That's the idea of mating, isn't it? Certainly in terms of nature, anyway. But like Ying Ying, Li Li, what are they going to call the child? Ying Li or Li Ying?
Mark Denham.
You know, yesterday I told you about those most bought things so far in lockdown in the European countries. I was just thinking last night, right after the show, having me dinner, and I was just thinking, I've not bought anything silly yet in lockdown. I've not actually bought anything other than a little tiny toy model plane for my son since lockdown started. I may have to do some shopping after the show tonight.
Mark Denholm.
atomradio.co.uk.
A tweet posted yesterday has sent everybody into a frenzy, and I must admit, I totally disagree with it. They've ranked biscuits into a pyramid, and at the bottom, on the don't even bother with these, are rich tea, along with something else. Garibaldi's. I don't like Garibaldi's, but I do like rich tea. On the mid-tier, you've got ginger nuts, bourbon, and nice biscuits, or nice, I suppose, if you're French. Or on the top tier, Fox's V&S Whirl Things, Jammy Dodgers, and Maryland Cookies. But then on the God tier, Hobnob and chocolate digestives. I mean, I just disagree with this altogether. Like, where are the Jaffa cakes? I know they're cakes and not biscuits and that, but where are they? And how on earth have chocolate digestives and Hobnobs managed to rank above ginger nuts and chocolate chip cookies? What are your favourite biscuits? If you were doing that, what would be on your God tier of biscuits? Mine would probably be Maryland Cookies, ginger nuts and nice biscuits. Email me.
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio. Atom Radio.
Checking in with the lovers. How's it going, eh? Like being in a long-distance relationship with your boyfriend or girlfriend that you live a 2-minute walk away from. How is that going?
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio.
Lockdown has given me the opportunity to actually get the hang of that dance. On TikTok, search for Blinding Lights Challenge. It's actually given me the time to be able to get the hang of that. Because when I first tried it, I was like nearly falling over and all sorts. I can do it now. You're right. I can do this.
atomradio.co.uk.
There you go, episode 83 of the Drivetime podcast. Hope you enjoyed it. What about that origin then, of a naughty word? All the kids are saying, yeah, do you know what? We invented this. Well, you didn't, did you? And hair cutting disasters. I mean, I've cut my own hair for a long time because I am virtually bald, so I either get the clippers out or I get the razor out and I do my head. Job done. I'm just imagining some of the ladies that are going to follow these instructions to the letter and come out of lockdown looking like Frankenstein's monster, because it's just going to go wrong. There's an art to it, isn't there? That's why some people are hairdressers and some people are not. Listen, thank you for checking out the podcast this week. Keep yourself safe. Follow those instructions. Stay indoors, except for those essential allowable reasons in the UK. Essential food shopping, essential medical runs, and of course your one form of daily exercise as well. And if you can't work from home, you are allowed out to go to work. But other than that, please, please, please stay home. Save lives. I can't make it any more clearer than that, I don't think.
Atom Radio. Playing the music you want to hear.
Check out the show back on Monday on atomradio.co.uk, and don't forget you can subscribe on iTunes, on Spotify and on Google as well. Keep yourself well.
Atom Radio.